What I'd like to talk about today is one of the most intriguing aspects of the Hindu tradition, and that is its polytheism. We will be looking at some of the various gods and goddesses of Hinduism. Now, this is a complicated issue because there are literally hundreds and hundreds of gods and goddesses that are worshipped. However, to simplify things, one can consider gods and goddesses to belong to three major categories. These are the primary sects in Hinduism. There's Shaivism, centered around the god Shiva, Vaishnavism, centered around the god Vishnu, and then Shaktism, which actually centers around the goddess. It's called Shaktism because the goddess is known as Shakti, or the cosmic power that animates the entire cosmos. So let's look at Shaivism. Shaivism, centered around the god Shiva, doesn't really only deal with worshippers of Shiva, but a constellation or collection of gods and goddesses who are loosely characterized as belonging to the Shaiva pantheon. They're often framed as belonging to Shiva's family. So you actually have the goddess Parvati or the goddess Kali, who are regarded as consorts or spouses of Shiva. And you have the elephant-headed god Ganesh, regarded as the son of Shiva and Parvati. There's also the god of war, known as Murugan or Kartikeya, associated with the Shaiva pantheon. Now, each of these gods, like Ganesh and Murugan, have their own groups of followers. However, Shaivism tries to incorporate those various groups under its own umbrella and rubric. Vishnu, the other great god and the head of the other major sectarian tradition, is often associated with avatars or cosmic descents. Quite classically, he is associated with about 10 major descents, and each of these descents he takes the form of a particular deity, actually, that had its own cult or own stream of worshippers. So at various points in the mythological texts, Vishnu incarnated as a fish, as a wild boar, as a tortoise, as a part man, part lion, and even as the hero of the great epic Ramayana, the Prince Rama, as well as the god Krishna. So these are among the 10 major avatars of Vishnu. Vishnu is also associated with a consort deity, the goddess Lakshmi, and sometimes with the goddess Earth, Bhudevi. In the sectarian tradition of Shaktism, you have an interesting difference, because some of the goddesses that belong to Shaivism and Vaishnavism are actually included in the Shakta pantheon. The Shakta pantheon incorporates all the goddesses of the Hindu tradition, such as Kali, Parvati, Lakshmi, Bhudevi, the earth goddess that we mentioned before, but also goddesses such as the river goddess Ganga and the river goddess Yamuna. All of these various goddesses are collectively combined under the rubric of the great goddess, the Mahadevi, who sometimes goes under the name of Durga. So Shiva, Vishnu, and Durga, or Shakti, these form the three major strands, and within those strands you have associated gods and goddesses. This way of looking at the many gods and goddesses of Hinduism gives us a kind of a handle with which to manageably, in some sense, understand the vast array.
Stop.